Well, good morning, guys. Today I'm going to switch gears and talk about some planters I'm making. I should point out that I'm by no means an expert in carpentry, and this is purely an amateur production, but let me show you what I've come out with. I think this is going to work out pretty well. These are cedar planters made out of 1x6 fence boards, and they're 23 and 15/16 inches high, which makes it exactly right for using 6-foot fence boards without any wastage. Now, I don't consider this a particularly creative design, but it does seem to be working. And here's what it looks like. You notice I've got plastic liners in the middle there that are fenestrated in the bottom to allow moisture to drip through. Unfortunately, in my situation, I've got these right on dirt with some landscape fabric underneath, and that's a bit of an issue because I don't want them to rot out very quickly. And so it's required me to change the design of the base a little bit. Here's a detailed shot of what I've got on here. This is all 1-inch fence board that's trimmed down to appropriate size, and I've got it on both the inside and the outside. And then this 1x6 goes on top with mitered corners. And in the areas where the miters aren't going to show, they're just straight corners. Here's the last planter in an earlier stage of construction. The issue of it sitting in the dirt is my main concern. And so I've used treated wood underneath here. These are 2x4s that are laid flat and then screwed together with screws designed to go into treated wood. Of course, one of the big issues with treated wood is you don't want it to inhibit plant growth, but I'm hoping with the plastic at the base, as fenestrated as it may be, that won't be a big issue in my particular case. I've laid out the fence boards, and of course there's a good side and a bad side, and you like to lay them out beforehand so you don't have anything but a random pattern here. And I'm screwing them to the 2x4s underneath, and then on top of that there will be some strapping that goes over it to hold them all in place. So here's a shot of the underside. I had to make a little jog for a roof drain that goes down the side of the wall. I could have used cedar 2x4s here. That might have been a better option. Certainly if I was just sitting on concrete, I probably would have gone with all cedar. Maybe simplified the construction a little bit. Cedar tends to expand with moisture content, so I've left little gaps between each board. I left fairly nice gaps in the bottom, and additionally I've drilled some 3/8 holes all the way along to allow for better drainage. So here's what it looks like before the top plate goes on. I mited the corners that are going to show, and for the corners that are not going to show, they're cut square. And I'm going to take a planer and just plane off the long boards here. And to tie this top part together, I used air tools, stapler, but you don't need to do that. And that's what it looks like. For the top, I used 1.25 inch strapping that was just ripped from the fence boards, and the bottom, this is 2-inch strapping. And I'm going to screw it with screws on the bottom, these ones here, just because I want it to be a little stronger holding the boards in. Life is so much easier with a chop saw than a table saw. I hate this little chop saw, but it's lasted for almost 3 decades, so I keep using it. So here it is with the top plate on. I put some center posts to stabilize it so that the earth that's inside won't tend to make the walls bow out. If this video helped you out and you want to see more of them, hit like or subscribe or leave a comment. I'd love to hear what others say. Thanks for watching.